Tom Gray here. I added some capacity to my little air compressor by building an expansion tank from the pink balloon time helium tank that I took out of the garbage, my neighbor's garbage, and a couple of brass fittings. And I got some good duration now out of my little air compressor. Reduced the cycling. I don't use a lot of big heavy air tools. I use die grinders and an air sander, and I don't use like impact wrenches and big heavy stuff like that. So this will add quite a bit. You know, maybe I can get that one weld deburred, or I can get one more surface sanded, you know, before I start cycling the air compressor. So I had some good flexibility. Simple project. I did it in a couple hours. I'll show you how I did it. So first, a test. There's my little tiny 10-gallon air compressor. This is a blowgun, and that's my stopwatch. So I'm gonna hit the blowgun, and I'm gonna blow this thing down to the point where the compressor cycles back on again. It's at full capacity right now, full pressure. See how long it takes to bleed down to the point where she starts running. 1, 2, 3, go. So here's the heart of our system, the balloon time helium tank. I took this right out of the neighbor's trash. They had a party for the kids and somebody's birthday, and they were filling up balloons, and then when they were done, they just threw this away. So I grabbed it. And here's the connection parts. So this is a little coupling. It just is a 45 flare to a 45 flare. 45 flares on the tank. So I'm just going to rig that up on a T with the hose coming in one side from the compressor, and the QD to go out to the tools on the other side. And then the other end of the hose gets a male QD to go into the outlet of the compressor regulator. There's a little check valve inside this stem that prevents you from refilling this thing. So I broke the little valve handle off, and now I'm just going to cut the top of the valve away with a little pipe cutter, a little tubing cutter, and remove the entire valve stem and the whole valve assembly. Then with the aid of a drywall screw, I'm going to try and grab onto the valve seat. And pull it out of there. Looks like a 1/4-inch pipe fits into that thread very nicely. Now when I plug the compressor in, or plug the hose into the compressor, it should cycle on because it's going to fill up this tank. Alright, so here's our final setup. Hose to the regulator, to the regulated side, to the tank, down to my filter, and then back to the gun. So I'm running this on the regulated side because I really don't know the capacity of that tank pressure wise, so I could run it to the unregulated side of the regulator, but just to be a little bit safe, I'm running it on the regulated side. So we've got 100 pounds of pressure in there, and now I'm going to see how long it takes to blow down till the compressor cycles again. So once again, here's our stopwatch. One, two, three, go. So the final results is we went from about an 11-second to about a 25-second fill, or duration. My timing was a little off there, but within a second or two, we more than doubled the time it takes to run the compressor down to where it has to cycle. So we're going to reduce the compressor cycle and get a little bit more ability to use air tools. This adds about 4.5 gallons to the 10-gallon tank, roughly. I just calculated it out, rough dimensions. So, 1.5 times the volume. It's easy to remove. I can just pop it off there and use my compressor like it was originally. I could put a valve on here and use this as a portable air tank. And increases the flexibility quite a bit. And I spent less than $30 on parts. I had to buy a T, the coupling, and I think one of these female fittings. The rest of it I had. So this is a nice little capacity improvement, and I'm going to call this one good, and it's on to the next project. I will see you there and then.